All right, friends, if you are running a photo booth business or if you're just even thinking about starting one, this video is going to save you so much time and stress. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you the 10 tools I actually use in my business, the ones that keep me organized, profitable, and able to breathe when everything's moving a million miles an hour. My name is Nicole. I own a photo booth business called Own the Moment Booth and an education platform called Own Your Moment Co. And I am so excited about this topic today because everything from backdrops and software to mileage tracking and business banking, I'm covering all of it today. So grab your favorite drink and let's get right into it. The first essentials that I have listed for my photo booth business are, besides photo booth, right? Let's just pretend you already have the photo booth. The next purchase I'm going to make is backdrops and props. And the reason why this is so important is because this is your first impression at an event. The difference between a cheap photo booth and a luxury photo booth almost always comes down to these two things. So please don't go cheap here. I've seen a lot of discussion on this online and people don't really understand that investing in quality, just how important it is. It is so important to invest in a company that provides backdrops that are high quality and their customer service is excellent. I've seen so many situations where people just buy it from overseas, then it gets lost in transit whenever they're purchasing it. The timeline doesn't meet when they need it for their event. The print is wrong or funky. And what happens at that point if you are just dealing with an overseas distributor? You're out of luck. And so that's why it's so important to invest in a company that is invested in you too. Which brings me to my favorite backdrop supplier, which is PB Backdrops. I have purchased from them since I started my photo booth business several years ago, and they have been tried and true every single way. Their customer service is top notch. And they've always come through. I always get my backdrop so fast, and anytime I ever have a question, the owner is always there to respond. And so shout out to PB Backdrops. They're not sponsoring this at all, but I do have my affiliate link down below if you're interested in looking at their stuff. Highly recommend, the only backdrops that I have. Now let's talk about props, because if you are looking for prop signs that actually last and look amazing in photos, you have to visit Lush Party Studio. I have had the privilege of getting to know Alicia, the owner, and her husband, and now the little boy, and let me tell you, no one is more of a perfectionist in the best possible way than she is. She looks out for all of the trends, she innovates constantly, and every single prop is made with intention and care. I feel like every time I go to her website, there's a new prop collection popping up that's in line with the times. And so she's even doing custom orders now. If you have a corporate client that wants their logo on a sign, you can have that as an upgrade for your business and make you look so legit and professional. And you could do it, you could get it done by her. And she'll walk you through that process start to finish on how to do a custom order. And so if you want props, you have to go visit Lush. They are the highest quality in the business. Number two, we're diving into photo booth software. Obviously, if you have a photo booth, you have to have reliable software because you can't exist without it. There are so many options and it truly can be overwhelming, but here is what you really need to consider. Number one is gonna be compatibility. Not all software works with all hardware. So you need to check if it will work with your printer, with your iPad, with your DSLR, whatever you're using for your photo booth. Make sure that the software is gonna be compatible. And also I would check and see what aligns best with your budget. Some softwares charge monthly, a monthly subscription fee, and some charge per event. So if you don't have a lot of events lined up, maybe something that's gonna be per event will work better for you. So for me personally in my business, I use Fiesta for my print and digital booths. It's because I have the hardware that was designed for that software, but then for my 360 booth, I use SnapPick because the effects and features and speed are just way, way better for that particular setup. And here is a little honest pep talk from me. Don't be afraid to learn more than one software. And honestly, I highly encourage it. Every platform has its strengths, and just because you start with one doesn't mean that you're locked in it forever. You're not married to the software. You can always switch it up later when you find that your business needs something different. Some softwares offer AI. some don't. And so really just do your research and find what fits and works for you and go with that. Third up, you absolutely have to have this. And this is for everybody. You're gonna need a CRM platform. I use HoneyBook to manage all of my leads, contracts, invoices, automatic follow-ups. It keeps everything organized and makes you look so professional. It was the one thing that I realized was an investment. Paying $40, $50 a month on it was scary in the beginning, but I am so glad I did it because it really set me up to look like I had a legitimate business even when I felt like I didn't. So if you are using Google Sheets or sending requests for Venmo or Zelle, please let's chat, because having a good CRM helps you look polished. It sets clear boundaries and makes it so much easier for clients to say yes. This fourth one might be a little bit of a surprise to you, but let's talk about mileage and taxes. If you're driving to events, networking meetups, even office supply runs, those miles add up. And if you are not tracking them, you are leaving money on the table, and I do not want that for you. I use an app called Mile IQ, and it is a total game changer. You download the app on your phone, it runs in the background and automatically tracks all of your drives. And then you could swipe left or right to classify them as personal mileage or business mileage. No more guesswork, no more calculating the miles on Google Maps, no spreadsheets or stress during tax time. It collects all of that data for you, so all you have to do is download and send to your accountant at the end of the year. And the best part is it is super affordable. They have a free version that has 40 drives a month, which is perfect if you're just getting started and not doing a lot of events. But I personally recommend the unlimited plan, and it pays for itself every time I do my taxes. 10 out of 10 recommend checking them out. Number 5 is Connect Team. This is my team management app. And this is so important if you're even thinking about scaling your business. If you are a solo entrepreneur and you are doing all things by yourself, first of all, highly, highly recommend training at least one other person, because the inevitable will happen one day. You'll get sick, or let's say, God forbid, you get injured. What are you going to do about your events? You need to have a backup for yourself. And this means hiring on a team, at least one person who can do your events. And the best way I found to manage my team has been on the Connect Team app. I use it to sync all of my events. I can assign people to a job or let team members claim shifts. I can upload venue layouts, timelines, all of my SOPs are on there, training videos, literally everything you can imagine is in this app. Even for a specific event, you can put the address, so it's all in one place for your team. It makes it so much easier for them. It keeps them organized, lets me step out of the day. They have everything they need at their fingertips, and honestly, it makes it look like I've got it all together, even on days when I definitely do not. So no matter where you are in your journey, check it out, because you inevitably will hire someone to replace you or to help you at events, and you're gonna need something to have it all organized. Next one is backup gear. So here is my not so glamorous tip. You'll need to bring 2 of everything, whether you realize it or not. So power cords, gaffer's tape, extension cables. An easy rule of thumb is whatever cord you have in your booth, get a replacement. Whatever bolt and screw you have, make sure you have extras on hand. If you have light bulbs, make sure you have extra fuses. Look at your booth, take an inventory, and get double. Trust me, you'll thank me. I'll dive into this a little bit deeper in a future video and show you guys everything I have in my kit. But for now, just think of everything you have in your photo booth and get a double of it. All right, for this next one, Canva is life. It is where I design all of my overlays, client templates, mock-ups, flyers, business cards, literally everything. And even today's freebie that I'm giving you guys was designed in Canva too. Honestly, if Canva had a time tracker for how long I'm in there, I'd be both impressed and probably embarrassed. So it really is that good, and it makes my branding look so consistent and top-notch every single time. I have Canva Pro. I think it's like $12.99 a month. and it's just next level. They're constantly innovating and providing new features. There's so many cool things you can do in Canva, so highly recommend checking it out. You're gonna need it in your business. The eighth necessity for my business is my phone. And this might sound silly, but my phone is a huge part of my workflow. I have a separate business phone, and it's how I'm able to record behind the scenes. I use it as a backup camera for my 360 booth. And most importantly, it lets me really unplug from work when I need to. I can shut my phone off and know that I can just unplug and not worry about work for a second. So honestly, for me, having a business phone was a game changer. A huge mistake that I see new photo booth owners making is what we're gonna talk about next. And that's not having a separate business bank account for all of your expenses and for all of your income for your business. So I use a bank called Novo, N-O-V-O. And the reason why I really love it is their reserves feature. So when money hits my account, it automatically splits into different categories. So I have a category for taxes for a certain percentage, operating expenses for a certain percentage. This is where all of where I pay my team from, where I pay for new props or backdrops from, it all has come from that bucket. I have a profit bucket, and then I have an owner's pay where I pay myself. This whole strategy aligns with the profit first method. And if you have not read that book, stop everything, go get it right now. It is linked in my Amazon shop because it changed the way that I ran my business and looked at my business finances. And so with Novo, I don't have to think twice about where my money's going. It is already handled, already separated for me. And it's just so helpful to not have that mental energy of having to divide my income that I get into my business. Okay, and I have one more bonus one because I had to add it. I see this as one of the biggest struggles in our industry, and I hear it all the time. People saying, I don't have content to promote my photo booth. I'm brand new. I don't know what to post this week. I'm just not good at social media. And this is why I love the photo booth edit. If you don't know what the photo booth edit is, they create gorgeous, high quality photos and videos of the photo booth in action with people laughing, engaging, and showcasing kind of the experience of what it looks like to run a photo booth business. And the best thing is that they drop fresh, high quality photos and videos every single month. The creative director, Sky, is just incredible at what she does. And so highly recommend checking out the photo booth edit. And she also launched a exclusive community of photo booth owners too, that you gain access to when you join. And it's all just about building and growing and sharing what it's like to run a photo booth business. So it's not just a content membership, it is just a marketing glow up with people who actually get what you're doing. And so if you're feeling stuck with what to post or how to book consistently online and how to present yourself well, just trust me, go check it out. I love being a part of the photo booth edit. All right, now we are done. From gear to software to systems to content, you have my full must-have list. So don't forget to grab that free checklist. I have all of the links available for you so you can check out everything that I mentioned in this video. There is some promos in there as well, some promo codes to save you some money. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more content. I actually would really love to hear from you in the comments. What tool do you swear by for your business and you'll never stop using? I would love to know. Maybe it's something that I need in my business. I'm cheering you guys on, and I will see you on the next one.